Here. Hi, Danny here. So, I am going to talk to you guys about high school sweethearts. Yes, everyone has one, and if you don't, eventually you'll understand with that one serious relationship. Everyone is stupid when they're young. I was a freshman in high school, and my high school sweetheart at the time was a senior. I know, young relationships, blah, blah, blah. Okay. He was my longest relationship ever. Like, I am 22 years old. I was 15 at the time. Still longest relationship. I met him how I considered fate. And I say it was fate because I'm the type of person, yes, I'm outgoing and bubbly, but I don't just randomly walk up to people and hug them or touch them or whatever. And in this instance, it was cold outside. I went to a technical school, so we had to take 2 buses, one that transported from the main high school to the technical school. One from home to the high school, then from the high school to the technical school. And at this time, we were going to the same school, and I remember it was like cold outside, but it wasn't freezing. It was starting to get cold, and I had gone up to him. I saw him sitting on the bench, and I said, it's kind of cold outside. And I laid down on his shoulder, and he wrapped his arm around me. We've never met before prior to this. It was very weird. And we just started talking from there. I did not know at the time that he had a girlfriend. Later found out that he was a big cheater, but we'll get into that. So, we'll call him Alex. I do not disclose names of the individuals in my life. So Alex, as we'll call him, I remember he used to get very excited. Like, we weren't dating at the time. We just had met, and he used to get very excited to see me. We used to ride the same bus home, so he would jump on the bus, and, he'd be like, hi, and he'd get in my face, and he'd be all excited and just so ecstatic to see me. Of course, I was too. Somebody was showing me affection, and all throughout school, I got picked on and made fun of, so affection was something that I definitely, when it happened, you accept it. So the first time he asked me out was interesting. He was getting off the bus, and he turned around and he said, hey, are you going to be at the mall this weekend? As a question, very weird. And I was like, I wasn't planning on it, but I can be. We ended up going on our first date at the mall, and we headed off from there. I found out he actually broke up with his girlfriend at the time for me. Mind you, he was 19, going on 20, and I was 15. I had just turned 15, so yeah, a little young. Ooh, come on, lighting. I'm sorry for the lighting change. So, where was I? Oh, yes. Okay, so we had our first date. It was successful, and we ended up going out. After about 5 months, he started getting, we used to get into fights. Obviously we're high school sweethearts, and you fight, whatever. But it was really good up until 6 months. And then after 6 months, I started finding out, things like he cheats on all of his girlfriends. He leaves his girlfriends for other girls. And, he looks for other women when he's miserable. And I didn't want to believe anybody because, again, dumb me, 15 years old, didn't know any better. So now his parents did not accept me. They banned us from seeing each other. Of course, once again, 15. We snuck around, and we actually, used to go around his neighborhood, and we would Every time we saw anything remotely to his parents' vehicle, we'd hide. Like, yeah, it was bad. We dated for about 2.5 years, and it just started getting to the point where, like, we'd hang up on each other during conversations because we were that angry. We would yell all the time. He actually knocked up one of my close friends while we were together. So we broke up, then he went to prison, and that's a whole other story. So, it's high school relationships, I guess, are not everything they're cracked up to be, and you don't always marry your high school sweetheart. Obviously, I did not. I'm still not married, but you don't always think that you have to sit through arguing with somebody all the time, every day, because you don't. That's not how it should be. After the first time of me finding out he cheated on me, I should have left, but when you're so in love with somebody, you don't think about it. You just ignore it, apologize, or forgive them, and you move on. Don't suffer through that. Don't. It's not worth it. You might be in high school now, and you might have found the guy who you thought was everything to you, or you think is everything to you. He's not, okay? Now, if he is, that's all on you. But if you're arguing all the time, and it's just getting to the point where you feel like he's cheating all the time, leave. Don't put yourself through that. It's gonna hurt for a long time. I mean, me and my ex, we remained friends. We've known each other for 8 years now. We're not friends anymore. When he gets into relationships, he stops talking to me for about 6 months, then he'll come around and talk to me, but new relationship, so of course, you wait the time period, but we're still friends, but it's not always worth it sticking around with somebody when you know you're not happy. Like, it's just not worth it. So, moral of the story, it's it's fun when you're in high school because, you don't think much of it. You're so in love and you're so wrapped up, and don't let it suck the life out of you, okay? Because I did, and I was miserable for a long time afterwards. So, just be happy. Enjoy the relationship while you can. Just understand that not all high school relationships stick and last. So the ending to my video, I guess. I plan on making videos every day this week until I can figure out a good time frame for me. I'll be making more videos today. Now I do have a 1-year-old, and so it's a little difficult to work around him, but I will. I just hope you guys enjoy your day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day.